Hello friends, so welcome to this demo. So in this particular demo, we'll have a walkthrough of various user settings and settings related to the external collaboration or guests so that we can make our environment secure. See, those settings are very important from a security professional perspective, or if you are a cloud engineer, cloud security engineer, you need to know that okay, these are the settings which needs to be maintained in a certain way so that the user should not be given more access than the role they are having. So apart from the user settings we discussed in the demo lecture, there are other settings also which are very important to understand. So we need to have a clarity on each and every setting. So for that, let's move on to the Azure Active Directory. And if you'll go to the user session and click on user settings on the left hand side, you'll be able to see these tabs. And the similar setting you can see when you click on Active Directory, and on the left hand side you see a user setting option. So from both way you'll get the same setting. So we'll click on user and click on user settings. So the first option which we need to discuss and we should know is application registration. See, if users, I mean this option says is, so the first option we need to understand is app registration or application registration. So it is saying users can register applications, means the non-admin users of your Active Directory can register the application. So in that case, if you want that okay, non-register administrators can register the applications within the Azure, you can do that. Otherwise, always select this option as no. So if you need information, you can see it from here. And the second option we should know is, it is saying about the administration portal, means the Azure portal. It is saying restrict access to Azure admin portal. So if you will click this, then non-admin users will not be able to access the Azure portal. But if this option is no, then there is no restriction. The non-admin members will also be, or the non-administrators will also be able to access the Azure portal. And then is the LinkedIn account connections, means it allows users to connect to their school or work or school account with the LinkedIn. So in that case, there are three options. If it is yes, it means the access is allowed, and if you click on selected groups, then various groups which we have within the Active Directory, or there are certain users, let's say we have group for application admins, only to those people we need to provide access that they can connect to their LinkedIn account, we can do that, and select no if it is not required. Then the other settings which are very important to understand is for external users or managing the B2B access. For that, we need to click on manage external users, and the first option we have is guest users permissions are limited. So if this option is yes, then the guest users which you have created, like we have seen in our demo, they are having the limited permissions to see the resources we have within the Active Directory like the other users have. So if you'll select this no, the guest users permissions are not limited, means they'll be able to see the other resources like user groups and other settings which the normal users can see or normal members can see. So always select this option as no. If you need as per your organization perspective, then you need to check on that. Then is the admins and users in the guest inviter role can invite. So in this case, if you need to allow that okay, who are having the guest inviter role should be able to invite, then select yes, otherwise select it no. Then the other option is the members which you are having within the Azure Active Directory, they should be able to invite yes, guests or not for external collaboration, like to work on Office 365 or some other tools like OneDrive, right? So all these things, if you want that okay, members can invite, then you can select yes, otherwise select it no. And it is like the guests who are within the Azure Active Directory, they can invite guests on their behalf. See, in that case, you really need to check that okay, whether this should be applied or not within the within your Active Directory. So make sure that okay, this option is no, because only the certain users within your organization should have the role wherein they can invite the other guests, and that way you will be able to control your environment. And this option you can also select that, okay, whether enable one-time password should be there for the guests or not when they'll be login. And then is the collaboration restrictions we have, that whether we want that, okay, invitation to be sent to any domain, or it could be some specific domains. You can mention those targeted domains, or allow invitation to a specified domain only, which is the more restricted one. So any of the options you can choose it from here depending on your requirement. So these are the options on which you must apply a thought and discuss within your organization, and then apply the settings which are best for your organization needs. So some of the settings are pretty straightforward, like guests can invite guest till the point there is a specific requirement. Do not do that. You can apply that guest a particular rule where he can invite. Otherwise, herein all guests will be able to invite the other guests, which can create problem and have a greater impact, because there would be no control in that case. So these are the settings which we need to pay attention so that we can have a secure and a controlled environment. So this is it, friends, in this particular demo. Thank you for watching this lecture.